friends, this is Steve the Bass Guy. I'm checking in with you at Bass Musician Magazine. Today's lesson is going to be about this hand. It's going to be a right hand technique. I know in the last lesson we talked about the pick. Today we're going to drop the pick and we're going to pick up our fingers over here and we're going to take a look at what we can do with this. So what I want to approach is there's like a tremolo attack. A lot of times people will use one, like thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4, where they might take their hand and they're going to run down a sequence on a string. So there's a couple different ways to do this. Now this is based off of my way of doing it, and there's a couple things I like to do. So you have the option of thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this was a technique that was really popularized by guys like Matt Garrison back, I would say almost 20 years ago at this point, but it still pops up here and there, and it is a cool technique. And you'll see guys like Mike Bendy who will throw this in now and then, and they'll throw in like a quick, like little tremolo attack down the strings where you have a whole flurry of notes. This technique does require a little bit of patience, and it requires a little bit of time. So you're not going to get it right off the bat, or you might. But what I like to do is I think about it a couple different ways. There's a couple different approaches. So we can stack, almost like step the fingers, and you're going to go and we roll the palm of the hand. So we roll it. And so what we're going to do for today is I'm just going to play any note on my G string because I want my notes to roll. So I press down, I'm holding down C on my G string, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack my fingers, I'm going to step them. So I'm going to have this 1, 2, 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll my palm. So my fingers are together, so I'm not actually articulating each finger. In this case, I'm just rolling my palm as I do that. And they kind of step and hit the string each one at a time. So now when I bring in my thumb, I'm going to do a thumb stroke down, and then I just kind of twist my hand on the way back. So you hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I go on my A string and play that C on the A, it's not real smooth there. I'm not trying to make it smooth. I'm just trying to strike each note so that you hear each one. Once I get comfortable with that, I might pick up the speed. And you might find that this is easier on a bass that has a ramp on it, since that was kind of where that technique developed from. But you don't have to. You can limit how much your fingers dig in. So it depends on where you place your hand over the pickup. So here what I'm doing is I have my thumb right here, and I'm just kind of bringing my fingers back. I like the 1, 2, 3, 4. However, I don't use it as much as I use 1, 2, 3, which gives me like a triplet. So I'll use my thumb, 1, 2, thumb, 1, 2, thumb, 1, 2. And I get like a triplet attack. So this is a variation of that 1, 2, 3, 1, thumb, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm doing thumb, 1, 2, thumb, 1, 2, thumb, 1, 2. Now, Hadrian Farrard and a couple other guys, they actually strike down with the thumb and then play, 3, 2, 1. So they're actually, so it's like, it's a reverse. I personally don't like that. That's just my personal opinion on that. I find that this works best for me, and in the lesson that I would teach you is that this is the technique I would show you, and then you apply it how it works best for you. Everybody's hands are different, everybody's approach is different, everybody's bass is different. In this case, what I like to do is I'm going to bring in the camera a little closer, and we're going to angle it right here. And you're going to see there's not a lot of movement going on with those fingers, right? And if I do the triplet, and then I can even bring that back to just 2 fingers. Just my thumb and my first finger, which gives me almost like a pick sound. Right? So I have thumb down, finger up. And that's kind of really what this is doing, is it's thumb down, finger up, thumb down, finger, finger, thumb down, finger, 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 thumb, finger, finger, finger. So it's like 1 downstroke, 3 upstrokes. It's just articulating each one of those. So let's break that down again. So if I go thumb down, finger up, thumb down, finger up. I bring in my second finger, I stack it. Bring in my ring finger, so now I have thumb, 1, 2, 3. Thumb, 1, 2, 3, thumb, 1, 2, 3, thumb, 1, 2, 3. I find this works really well for string changing, especially string crossing when you're going down the strings. Because your thumb is almost guiding you back. It's almost like that Gary Willis where he kind of leaves one finger behind as he plays. Your thumb will actually transition down. And makes it very easy, especially for fast lines as you're moving across. So we have that thumb, up, thumb, up, thumb, up, thumb, up, up, thumb, up, up, thumb, up, up, thumb, up, up. Add in that third, thumb, up, 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 thumb, up, 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 thumb, up, up, up. So we end up with 16ths. And this technique, it's a flurry of notes. There's always a great place to implement it. You could always try placing it somewhere, practice it with your exercises. We're going to overuse it until we find the right place to use it. And then it just sounds great. So with this technique, it's really about development of the fingers and the thumbs. Getting your fingers and your thumb to work independently and also work together in a way that we're striking each note separately. But this technique, as we give independence to these fingers, what we will do is we'll actually implement some chords. And I'll show you how to play some chords and some different techniques using this technique plus some chording techniques on the other hand. The Bass Guy with Bass Musician Magazine. If you enjoyed this lesson today, make sure you smash that subscribe and check back for new videos coming. And if you're interested in any other questions or lessons with me, email me at stevethebassguy@yahoo.com. And remember, thumb, 1, 2, 3, and variations of that thumb 1, thumb 1, 2, thumb 1, 2, 3. Thanks again, friends. Remember, peace, love, and low notes.